it's been my experience that, like, you know, it's weird. Life is weird because it seems like the more you get older, you try to learn things about, like, what's actually going on in the world, you know, like, not what they taught you in school. They teach you all these things in school, and then you get out and you have to unlearn what they taught you. You have to reteach yourself everything. And when you do that, it gets easy to become overwhelmed and be sad and, like, see how depressing the world is. It's so fucking sad that you know, we just, by the lottery of birth, ended up in families where maybe, you know, they like, my mom and dad, they love me. I get along very well with my parents. And I got brothers and sisters that love me, and, like, you know, I have money for shoes and I have money for clothes and things when I was growing up, and a lot of people don't. And I don't understand that. It's hard for me to understand why everybody can't just, like, live a happy life. But there's things that are beyond our control. So all you can do is be positive, you know what I mean, and try to use that positivity to create things, because you have to. It's our responsibility to create a place that we all want to live in. You know, not just us, but other people too that are less fortunate. It's up to us to do that. So I think you have to be positive, because negativity and anger, ultimately, they defeat you. It's like defeating yourself, and it defeats the whole purpose. Like, you have to be positive, and you must create. Like, you got to use all those things to fuel you. You got to transmute all those negative things and turn them into positive things. You know what I mean? You got to transmute all that energy and create a new positive thing out of all the negative. Yeah. That's interesting that you say that. I honestly, I hope that they treat all their bands the same. I wouldn't want them to treat us any better than my friends' bands that are on the label, you know. I would honestly hope that they treat them, you know, better than us. But it's really, really cool to be on Fat Records, and it's awesome to be an active band that's going to be doing things on Fat Records, because when I worked there, you know, they signed a lot of bands that were great bands, and I love them. Some of my favorite bands, The Descendants, you know, Avail, like all these great bands that they actually didn't end up, like, touring too much. You know what I mean? They didn't do a lot of shows. And so it's kind of like, it's cool to be a band on the label that's, like, active, touring, going around, and, like, being kind of a new voice for Fat Records. Because also, I feel like it needs it, because as much as I love Nofx, like, they're doing their own thing, you know what I mean? They're really into cocaine right now, and they like to talk about that. That's just not what we do. Cokie the Clown, yeah, I mean, that's his deal, but that's not what we're into at all. So we like to be the voice on the label that kind of, you know, takes things a little more seriously, maybe, or it does things in a different way. And, like, I'm glad that Nofx exists, because they've done a lot of stuff for my band, but you know, they do what they do, and I think it's good to be on a label that's got a lot of different types of voices going on, you know. But I'm glad that I'm in the non-cocaine voice. Yeah. I hope so, man. It's really hard, because the singer, guitar player Jason, he had a kid. And so he already had one kid, and now he has another one. So he's really, really busy, because he has a newborn baby. So it's hard for him to you know, come to band practice and, like, maybe want to go on tour. The rest of us in the band, we don't have wives, and we don't have children. So we just want to go around all the time and hang out, you know. But you know, he's got to think about it a little bit more, and you know, he's got to budget his time a little different. You know what I mean?
Is he still alive, or is he dead? Or
the band,
hiatus or something?
We'll never, yeah, exactly, hiatus. We'll never say we broke up. Like, the three of us, we called Jason on the phone with him, like, let's have band practice, let's have band practice. And he's like, I can't this week. Yeah, you know, we're trying. Please know that we're trying. We want to. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I love that band. Yeah, but I mean, I think what you brought up earlier is really important. Just that positivity and creativity can indeed save us all. You know, like the world is where we make it, and I know it's the easy way out is to get angry, and to get defeated, and to get overwhelmed. And it's understandable why people get like that, but it's up to us. We got to be strong and, like, make the world that we want to see and the world we want to live in. So hopefully, everybody's trying their part. You know. And thank you very much for hearing it, because if it wasn't for people like you who do these interviews, there wouldn't be kids paying attention to our bands, there wouldn't be kids at the shows, we wouldn't be able to hang out. So thank you very much for doing what you do, because it's a really big part of the punk rock scene. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Awesome, man.
Yeah.